I mean, let's face it, there's no doubt about it. Cycling is a data-driven sport. And of all the different things that people focus on, obsess about, think about, try to work on, improving average speed is one of those subjects that just doesn't go away. It's probably one of the least significant ways of measuring a person's effectiveness as a cyclist or a person's fitness. There's so many variables that go into your average speed. There's climate, terrain, whether or not you're riding solo or you're riding with a group, the way you felt that day, you know, your whoop score, the bike that you're on, it just doesn't really give a very good indication of where your fitness is. But I get it. I understand what you're getting at. You're trying to figure out if you're getting faster. So today we're going to talk about the things that I think you can do to bring that number up, put a smile on your face, and give you a little bit more bragging rights at the next coffee stop. Tip number one, ride your bike. I know that's what we do, but ride your bike more. Do more slow to moderate rides, specifically zone 2 rides. And if you really want to improve your average speed, you'll go out and do these rides solo whenever it's safe and possible. It's the best way to build strength. So many cyclists focus on the speed aspect, the group ride aspects of the sport, and never really take the time to develop a base engine. You need to develop a base engine, and the only way that you're going to be able to do that is to go out and ride more by yourself at a slow to moderate pace. What do I call more? 2 to 3 times a week, between 2 and 3 hour rides. Ride your bike more is tip number one. Now, while the primary benefit of doing long solo miles is having an opportunity to lay down the foundation for your base engine, it also carries with it the added benefit of helping you to become a smoother, more skilled cyclist. In my years past, one of the things that I really noticed was that the more I went out on group rides, the more I focused on doing that type of activity, the sloppier I got on a bike. Why? Because I was focusing on trying to keep up, fighting for wheels and my positioning in the group. I didn't spend a lot of time focusing on how I pedaled, my smoothness, my technique. And in a lot of ways, riding solo reminded me of getting on the rollers where it was just me and my technique keeping me upright on the bike. So an added benefit to those long solo miles is helping to improve your technique as a cyclist. This is becoming my new favorite pose. The next thing that you can do in order to improve your average speed is intervals. I know intervals suck, but they're very effective. There's 2 ways to do intervals. One way to do intervals is in a very structured environment using a trainer and some sort of program. Like I use the Jarvis Magnetic Days training program, and there's different types of workouts that I can do so that I can do different types of intervals. I can work on my cadence strength. I can work on my power strength. And the 2 things are completely different, but they're effective ways of improving my fitness. The other type of interval that you can do is outside intervals, or what I would call soft structured intervals, where you don't always have to kill yourself on it because you're outdoors. In fact, what I actually recommend is that you do your intervals by going medium hard, not hard, and then backing it down, pedaling soft, and going medium hard. Very effective way of building fitness. Intervals. Gotta embrace the suck. Next thing that you got to work on is your skill on the bike. You got to work on your cornering, your pedaling technique. You got to work on your positioning, being able to get aero when you need to get aero, being able to be in a very comfortable position when you need to be in a very comfortable position. You know, cycling is about suffering, but it's not about beating yourself up necessarily, because you really got to make sure that you can focus on having endurance to be able to do the effort. Cycling, first and foremost, is about the conservation of energy. And when you learn how to do that effectively, you'll be amazed at how much quicker you can go, how much better you'll feel. Learning how to use your gears to keep you in the optimal cadence range is huge. So when you start doing the structured intervals on a smart trainer, one of the things that you're going to learn is at which cadence or RPM is it that your body puts out the power the most efficiently. This is also going to be confirmed when you go out and you start doing those long solo rides in zone 2. And you'll start learning how to use your gears to be able to do that. It's a great habit to form. That's why tip number 1, doing structured intervals. Tip number 2, going out and doing long solo miles are integral to you learning how to get the best out of your cycling body so that you can improve your strength, your efficiency, and consequently, I don't know, your average speed may go up a bit. The rest of it is just the common sense stuff that we know we should be doing. Eating properly on and off the bike. Those are the things that are like game changers in terms of being able to get your numbers to be better. All right? Those are my tips to help you improve your average speed. As always, guys, you know our aim here is to inform, instruct, inspire. Get out and ride. Be blessed.